if hindi ako nagkaroon ng conflict with somebody noong 2024, I will not be in that room.
Alam ko kung ano gusto ko gawin, pero hindi ko pa siya alam
Like,
kung paano.
the logistics of
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
kung paano mo yung step by step talaga.
Medyo natatakot ako na parang doon ako nape-pressure sa looming threat of being an adult. Yung thinking na after rejection,
Yes.
it's very demotivating.
Mhm.
Like for instance,
Hello and welcome to another episode here in this channel. I am Josh, and for this episode, meron tayong mga kapanayam. Ano to? Isa to sa mga pinaka-interesting na podcasts na gagawin ko because it is somehow comparison ng visions or ng ideas and insights ng two different ages. As someone na ako, nakakapasok ko pa lang second half ng aking 20s, like 26 ako, and we have here si Lay, na kakapasok pa lang niya sa 20s. Ayan, so 21 naman siya. He was a former student of mine sa Agri 31. Ayun.
I am Lay. Ngayon, nag-aaral ako ngayon sa UPLB, then agribusiness and SEM. Third year na ako ngayon. And currently kasi, I have so many doubts, especially looking forward in the future. Like, questions na parang, sufficient na ba yung pinag-aaralan ko? Kailangan ko ba?
Gets,
Yung mga ganun. So, kaya umuha ako because baka mamaya I'll see another perspective or ganun. Then,
base dun sa comparison or yung topic na yon, meron kami sasagutin dito ng mga questions na tingin natin. Ano kaya yung like difference ng mga perspective natin. Okay, so let us start with identity and direction. So, ang question dito is right now, who do you think you are becoming?
honestly, sa akin, I think I'm becoming someone na parang I have so many opportunities and dami ko inaaral ngayon. So I think I'm becoming someone na parang dapat after college, I could be someone na pasok ako sa malaking company kagad. Malaki agad yung balik sa akin. Kailangan mag-work hard ako. Kaya, Pero I think, ngayon kasi medyo wala pa akong direction sa life. So,
and I think that's valid.
So I think I'm becoming someone na hindi ko talaga alam.
Correct me if I'm wrong, na parang hinahanap mo pa kung saan ka talaga.
Yeah.
Okay, gets. Since nakadaan na ako sa maraming stuff actually, I've already experienced masters, na marami na akong na-try na gawin when it comes to what I think was my direction when it comes to life. For example, yung journey ko sa academe, ayan, kasi nga nagturo ako, di ba? During that time, ang mga nagiging estudyante ko, mga ilang taon lang talaga yung sa akin. Oo, like, yung mga naging students pa ako na mas matanda sa akin, yung mga ganun na mga level. So, on my end, because of the experiences that I've gained from the first half of my 20s, mas nagkaroon ng clarity kung saan ko ba talaga gustong pumunta.
I see.
Parang ganun. Unlike dati sa life ko, parang I'm more set on tangible achievements. Na okay, by this year, dapat meron na akong ganitong position in my name. Dapat, na ako, PhD na ako. By this year, dapat tapos ko na yung masters ko. Meron akong mga ganun na mga stuff na sinet for myself during the early years of my life. And ngayon, mas nagfo-focus ako on how I can actually first, do greater good, do things that are higher than myself. Second, how can I influence and also improve the lives of the people around me? And of course, lastly, and the most important, is how can I enjoy my time with myself? Ayun, kasi lalo na ngayon, ang dami kong ine-explore ng mga bagay-bagay. And I think may mga mababanggit naman later.
Yeah. Kasi yung mga sinabi mong goals, di ba? Sinabi mo na you want to help people to do greater good. Same naman dito na parang, especially, I want to teach like mga bata, yung mga ganun-ganun. Pero I don't know yet on how am I going to give them that kind of opportunity, especially sa akin. Na parang, paano ko magtuturo? Saan ako magtuturo?
Okay.
Like, ganun. Na,
love that.
Paano ko sila mako-connect? Kaya, yung my vision right now is like, alam ko kung ano gusto ko gawin, pero hindi ko pa siya alam
like
kung paano.
The logistics of it, kung paano mo yung step by step talaga. Okay. It's nice. And I know na you will figure that out as time goes
Yeah.
by. And alam ko yon kasi kilala ko rin siya as a student. Ano rin yan siya. Okay.
Makulit.
Oo. Since we have talked about the things that we are envisioning, like meron tayong mga specific visions na nakikita sa life natin. Ngayon, ano naman sa tingin mo yung portion ng life mo kung saan ka nakakadama ng pressure?
Like ngayon kasi in college na medyo natututo na akong mag-budget and stuff like that. Kasi after college, there's this pressure na parang you need to have money. You need to know how to make money for yourself or for your family. Medyo natatakot ako na parang doon ako nape-pressure sa looming threat of being an adult.
Yeah.
Kasi right now, sinasabi nila, pagdating mo ng college, matututunan mo kung paano ka maging adult. But no, in my side, oo, natutunan ko nga maging stand up on alone, to budget my own time, budget my own money, to have this type of responsibility na ako lang yung makakagawa. Ayun yung kinakatakot ko. Doon ako nape-pressure na parang, what am I gonna do after college? Like, no one would tell me what to do. I need to figure this out for myself. I need to find something what's right for me. Sinasabi, may mga mapapanood ako na nagsasabi na, when you find a job, you would know na ganun. Like, how am I going to find that job? Or is the job really the end-all, be-all? Or do I have other options to take? Or do I have the opportunity to take those types of options? Or trabaho na lang talaga yung kailangan pasukan? And is that it? Yung parang ganun.
Yeah. Grabe, like, I am really glad that you pointed that out. Like, the pressure na meron sa mga people after graduation. If this will help, we have another episode. Pero legit, yeah.
Click here.
We have another episode about that kung saan I interviewed two of my friends and we talked about the life after graduation. Ano yung mga pinrepare nila, gaano sila katagal bago nakahanap ng job, ano yung mga naging strategies nila. We talked about that in another video at ililink ko na lang yan siya dito. That's a really big pressure na meron not only sa age nyo, but even in our age. So feeling ko it's somehow a similarity. As someone naman, sa amin naman, as someone na tumatanda na, ang parang karaniwan namang pressure sa amin is that, okay, una, na naririnig ko rin to from other people is that, kunwari, kailan ka na magkakajowa, kailan ka na magtataguyod ng family, kailan ka na magkakaroon ng anak, yung mga ganun na mga bagay. Parang, instead of like just having the pressure about job, at this age, at this point in time, although hindi naman ako tinatanong ng gano'n kasi wala naman ako. Like, I surround myself with people who have the same mindset as mine.
Yes.
And hindi rin ako family person. Nakapag kunwari reunion. Una-una sa lahat, kasi hindi naman ako ma-attend ng mga ganyang reunion, yung mga salo-salo. Yan, so that's a good thing for me, I guess. But I surround myself with people of my age. Tapos parang ganun yung mga naririnig din nila sa mga families nila. Kunwari nung Pasko, ganyan. Ano yung sinasabi ng mga tito-tita nila. Na parang, bakit wala ka pang jowa? Ganun, ganyan. So parang, napupunta siya sa broader pressure to dive into the traditional things that people in their 30s ayun yung ginagawa nila.
May question lang ako dun. So, since you surround yourself with those types of people, so you don't feel any external pressures, pero the pressure is still looming around.
I discussed that pressure like in general.
Yeah.
So, sa akin, since hindi naman siya issue sa akin, hindi siya as in super duper pressure. Like just for the to relate. Pero ngayon, ang pressure ko is more on, may pressure ba ako? Wait lang. Sige, more on myself. Ang pressure ko siguro ngayon, largely, ay nasa sarili ko instead of like externally. Kasi, you know what? If there's one thing na na-realize ko, we are here now sa UPLB. And I've seen so many amazing people na nandoon nung time na hirap-hirap ako nung masters. I've seen friends, I've seen familiar faces, students, and friends ko na syempre yung mga ngayon. Tuwing nami-meet ko sila, I'm always reminded na hindi ako nape-pressure with these types of people that I surround myself. So, to be also honest, is that yung pressure na ginagawa ko is coming from myself. Pero as of this moment, I can say na hindi siya yung super duper pressure na parang meron ako nung college. Especially noong 25, 26.
Mm.
This was my time to actually enjoy life. Kasi sige sabihin natin, yung 24 years of my life, sige, 22, hanggang college lang. 22 years of my life, pressured na ako eh. Pressured na ako sa bahay,
Mm.
pressured na ako na, okay, dahil ako yung panganay, dapat ganito.
Mm.
Then, I was able to do that. Then, yung pressure, mas nag-add lang na, okay, dahil ikaw yung panganay, at kaya mo mag-lead, o what if sa school, ikaw rin yung mag-lead? So, meron ganong pressure.
Yeah.
Nung nag-high school, napakita ko na kaya kong gumawa ng mga stuff, ganyan-ganyan. Then, here comes the pressure when it comes to competing, na ang daladala ko ay school. Tapos nung college, I pressured myself to graduate in 3.5 years for my family, parang gano'n. Which is nabanggit ko rin sa isang episode ko dati. And ngayon na yung time ko to slow down. So ngayon, wala masyadong super duper big pressure. Since we have touched on pressure, yung mga yan, and also kanina yung sa direction, ngayon naman, in the stage of your life, ano yung mga risks na tinatanggap mo or iniiwasan mo sa stage ng life mo? Parang meron na ako na kikinikita magiging sagot mo.
Hindi. Ang risk na parang, iniiwasan ko muna. Ang risk na iniiwasan ko is basically rejection.
Rejection by who?
In terms of let's just say, nag-build ako ng resume.
Yeah.
So, instead of just applying for different organizations or stuff within the university, kailangan ko maghanap ng trabaho. So, I'm risking myself right now na kailangan mag-a-apply ako dito, mag-a-apply ako dyan. Pero while scrolling into those LinkedIn, mga job posting sites, tinitigil ko sa kanila na parang feeling ko hindi ako matatanggap dito. Instead of like, I know, madaling sabihin na just apply. Pero kasi yung thinking na after rejection,
Yes.
it's very demotivating.
Mm-mm.
Like for instance, reject lang ako past week. Just I applied on an internship, tas rejected, which is very demotivating. Kasi I thought na parang I'm well fit naman, quote unquote. I'm well fit naman, pero still I got rejected. But if mas nauna ako nalaman, ako ba mapipili nito or baka mamaya hindi na lang. Edi, wag na lang. So, those kinds of risks na parang, ayun yung iniiwasan ko. I risk myself in rejections. And at the same time, pag may opportunity na bumalik sa akin, kahit hindi ko alam kung paano gagawin to, paano ko sila kakausapin, oo ako.
And I think that's a good skill. Just the fact that you're putting yourself out there, it's your way to deal with your fear of rejection. Kasi it's always,
I didn't see that.
di ba? Yung pag-jump mo pa lang into an opportunity, hindi naman 100% sure talaga na nandun, na ikaw yung makukuha. Laging 50-50 yan. Laging yes or no. 50% yes, 50% no. But you still choose na gawin yung bagay na yun. And I think it's a matter of like perspective when it comes to that. And I would also like to say that it is also one of the things that people of our age,
Your age? Joke lang.
our age, ay takot. Siyempre rejection kasi tinamad na mag-isip.
Inagawan.
Hindi, like, I just want to hop on that idea. Sa generation ng Gen Zs, I noticed that mas gusto natin that, for example, in a certain point in time, 2 years, meron na agad growth na nangyayari sa self mo, in terms of your career, in terms of kung nasa ka na sa life, di ba? Like, kunwari, ayun yung laging ina-advise din na after 2 years mo sa ganitong company, lipat ka na, ganyan, para mas maano ka, mas makapag-explore ka, etc. Which is something na talagang ako, ginagawa ko rin yan siya. Ginawa ko yan siya. Pagkatapos ka ng 2 years sa UPLB na nagturo, I went to UP Manila to teach there as well. Actually, one sem lang ako doon. After ko doon, lipat na naman to somewhere, focus on somewhere, start something. Feeling ko our generation, gusto nating mangyari na hindi lang tayo maging linear. And kaakibat noon ay yung chance that you will be rejected from that company. And I feel like this is not only about jobs, rejection when it comes to friendships, when it comes to your relationships.
Yeah.
Minsan, pagod na tayo na parang,
Ano pa?
ano tawag dito? Magpapahinga na lang ako
Oo. Like,
kesa lumabas, parang ganyan, di ba?
diretso sa dorm, ganun, tulog ka agad.
Oo. And I think it is about like understanding your friends as well. Ito yung tinuturo ko sa sarili ko rin na parang, okay, kapag kunwari meron akong friend of my age or medyo malapit sa age ko, tapos parang alam ko naman na pagod siya sa work or pagod siya sa ganito, whenever na kunwari, uy, tara kain tayo, tapos i-reject niya ako, sorry kasi mag-rest ako, something like that. I will respect that. If the roles were reversed, ganun din naman yung understanding that I would expect from the people around me. Rejection, not only in terms of like our careers, etc., but rejection when it comes to other areas of our life. And I think it's valid na makaramdam ng fear na ganon. Kaya yung fear na mga nararamdaman mo ngayon, if this will help, wow, just know na hanggang pagtanda mo, makaramdaman mo yan. and hindi lang ikaw yung nakakaramdam na. Almost every day of our lives, imagine that there are a lot of people also experiencing the same thing, that fear of rejection. Pero, nakaano yan sa'yo? How will you look at things? Will you keep on pushing forward and not let those rejections tame you? Or will you stop and let those things, those opportunities be what ifs? It's part of adulting actually. And it's okay kasi as time goes by, mas marami ka pang mararanasang rejections eh.
Yeah.
And that's just the reality of it. Na you cannot always be the brightest and the best person in the room. And that is one thing that is really hard to swallow for us, lalo na sa atin na mga galing ng UP, na feeling natin tayo yung pinakamagaling whenever. But when I acknowledge that, hindi ako yung pinakamagaling dito. Noong in-acknowledge ko yun, doon mas naging magaan yung idea of rejection na parang, okay, one person in this room worked just as hard as me. Possible na meron siyang mga ganitong challenges. But I'm a firm believer that what is meant for you will make its way to you. Na kung ang isang bagay ay para sa'yo, whatever happens, pupunta yan sa'yo. Ayun yung screen lock ko actually.
That's from The Alchemist.
Oo nga,
That's
oo.
also my vision. That's my vision board.
Yeah.
Pero kasi, I don't know if it's being pessimistic, pero kasi,
Sige, shoot.
how do you know if it's for you?
You don't need to know it. It will just happen. Ayun siya. Like, alam mo, if I'm gonna look back, sige, just a quick story for you guys. Pero 33 minutes na to. Just a quick story for you guys. Okay. Just this morning, I pitched somehow a business plan with the president of an organization that I worked with for the past 2 years. And this is me, na hindi talaga as in super duper involved doon sa
Business.
business na yon. But then, merong one time na present yung president sa isang, what do you call this, parang ceremony. Then I was given the chance to speak in front.
Yeah.
So, nag-speech ako. And then, one of my values kasi is excellence ever since. That whatever things that I do, I try to be excellent. Siguro, lagi naman 90+% yung binibigay ko to be excellent with the things that I do. And nakilala ako ng president na yun because of my speech back then. Lumapit siya sa akin after na parang, I loved your speech. Yes. Nung Monday, nag-chat lang ako na, ma'am, available po ba si sir ng ganitong day? Kasi po, meron pa akong ipipitch na something na your company will benefit, something like that. So, ako, nagulat ako na biglang nag-yes na available si sir, ganito, blah, 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 ganyan. Tapos, ayun nga, kilala ka naman na ni sir sa ganito, ganyan. So, boom. Nagkaroon ng ganong opportunity. Iniisip ko, oh my gosh, parang the things that I do are now aligning. Okay, ibabalik natin yan sa pinakauna. Hindi ako makakapunta doon sa company na yon if hindi nagkaroon ng conflict with someone.
Yeah.
If hindi ako nagkaroon ng conflict with somebody, noong 2024, I will not be in that room. Hindi ko makikilala yung mga tao na nandun if hindi nangyari yung conflict ng 2024. And looking back, kanina sinabi ko rin to kanina dun sa meeting namin. Sabi ko, ngayon po parang nagko-connect the dots na siya. Na lahat ng mga nangyari dati na mga trials, rejections, stress, lahat ng mga nangyari na yun, baka ito yung purpose niya. Kaya, ano siya you don't have to know if something is for you. You just need to set your mind into it
And do it.
and do your best to achieve those things. Kasi kung yan talaga ay para sa'yo, pupunta yan sa'yo. Anyway, I think that's it for this video. Thank you very much for listening. And if you're listening and hindi mo masyado naririnig to, just know that we love you and we care for you. And thank you na nakinig ka dito sa podcast na to. And it just shows na you have the interest to try to be better. Diba? So, yeah, I think that's it for this episode. If you like this episode, I think you will also like this one. Ding, ding, ding. Again, thank you very much for listening. Bye.
Bye!